Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. I say classic, many of you have probably noticed that this is actually Rollercoaster Tycoon Deluxe. I am calling it Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic because that is the part of the game that we are currently on. So there's a reason why I'm saying that. In today's episode, we are going to take on the sixth scenario, Bumbly Beach. Our goal is to develop Bumbly Beach's small amusement park into a thriving theme park. Our goal is to have at least 750 guests in our park at the end of October, year 2, with a park rating of at least 600. We don't have any current things there. We're currently not charging an entrance fee. So let's raise that up to 5. Get a drink. Okay. We have a $10,000 loan. Let's look at what area we have here. Okay, fairly small area. Actually smaller than our first scenario. But it's actually nice and flat. And we have all this area out here to work with. So, it looks like we've got gentle and rise. We also have a big wooden roller coaster. What are stats on that? High, very high, medium. Okay, so let's actually rename that to Bum Rush. And you're charging $4 for that. Yeah, we're gonna knock that down to $3. Okay, so apart from that, let's zoom back in. So let's do our initial setup things. We already have 2 rides, so let's skip ahead for a minute, and I will get my staffing and my lamps and such, my lamps and benches set up. So we will be right back. Okay guys, and we're back. So we already have 2 gentle rides. So why don't we go ahead and look at our thrill rides here if we only have 1. We have 2. Oops, I need to restore pillars. We only have these 2. So why don't we go ahead, first of all, and put in our thrill rides. Or a thrill ride, such as it is. Let's see, we have that. And we need to make sure they cannot go there. We'll also be nice and put down these. Let's see, how many paths? Currently they're blue, cube. Okay. Make this $1. We need to check our prices on these 2 that we already have. Open that up. This needs to be 1 rotation, and you have it for $1. I need to take the 1 off the name though. So as you can see, we went ahead and put in our lamps and such, and we also have our staff down. I don't know what this gentleman is doing, considering his patrol area is up here. Sometimes the pathfinding in this game for the AI can be really irritating. So we reinstated the idea here of, not that button, this button, of doubling up. So we have 6 handymen. Because this is a relatively small area, it's relatively flat, so we don't result in gigantic, complicated designs. So let's go ahead and do our concession area here. We'll do ice cream. Drinks. We already have information kiosk. That helps a lot. So there's drink stall. And of course we need a bathroom. Now let's move that. Oops, wrong button. Delete that one. Or actually, not delete it. Not that. Move it. Yes, I can. Okay. Put the bathroom right there. Gotta put the drink stall back down now. Okay. Now we're not going to put a concession area over here for the simple reason that there is a roller coaster right there. And probably the same thing over here. When we extend, what we're going to do, I think, our plan for the park is we're going to leave this area for track rides, same thing over here, but this area we're going to extend down and around eventually, and that way we can eventually fill up with our gentle and thrill rides as we need to. We can fill those out along the edge and then do our track rides in the center. So what all other rides do we have? We have boat hire if we really want to do that, which I don't. We do have a bunch more. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch more. We have three more, because I never do car rides. So we have 3 more gentle rides we can go ahead and slap down. So let's go ahead and do that. How do I want to do this? I think I want to do it like this, as a matter of fact. That is just a force of habit for me to say that, because my puppies don't really, or my dog doesn't, for some reason, never have figured out why, but she just cannot stand it when I mispronounce words, so it's just hilarious to see her. Dad, stop! Okay, so there's Haunted House. Let's actually come. Now we've got 3 rides on this side. Let's balance this a little bit, and we will do a ride over and down here. And I'm going to say probably the observation tower, if it doesn't freeze. There it goes. Go ahead and raise that up to build one. Okay, so entrance and exit, and let's go ahead and actually extend our path out this way. Let's actually not do that so far, because then we can do this number. And then we can extend it out to here with an exit. And we can also put down our sign that says, "Stay out of here." And once we're a little bit away from the roller coaster, we can put down our concession area. Get that up to $1.10, so let's drop that to $1. Okay. And let's also try opening that. Okay. This is exactly why you should never record right after you wake up, I tell you what. Okay, so let's see. Our mechanics down here needs to be expanded. That covers them. Our park entrance fee is too cheap. Okay, well, let's raise that to 15 then. What else? This guy needs to be adjusted. And that takes care of that. Okay. So that leaves, at the current time, now let's go ahead and no, I don't want to do that right there. I can't do that right there, or people will be barfing their socks up thanks to that roller coaster. So, how do we want to do this? We've got transport rides. We could do that. We could do that as a shuttle between the two sides. Matter of fact, why don't we do that? We can try out that shuttle mode. So if I do this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just take this all the way along the edge next to these apartments, or townhouses I should say. Then we can swing this along around. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And boom, boom. And boom and boom. Okay. So if I set this to shuttle mode, can I change these to no? All we have access to at this time are the small monorail cars, and those only hold 4 passengers per car, which is better than nothing. Better than nothing. So we'll do $1 for that. Test. Okay, so that is exactly how that works. That is exactly how that works. It'll just go between them. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get these hooked up. And we'll even go ahead and use that as our excuse to put our concessions at either end. And we'll do a justifiably long queue for our monorail here. There it goes. Except for that's not actually what I'm trying to get it to do. Okay. And we'll actually make this into Bumble Rail. If we go ahead and extend this on down, medium, low, low. So this can actually be a $2 affair. I'll close that and move that around. Let's get this side hooked up now. Let's see if I go to here. I can put that there. This here side can go ding 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 ding. Okay, now open that up. Cool. And I can assign new handymen to these areas. Oh, this still needs to text it hooked up. Let's hook this up. Okay, I already did it on this side. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our 2 other concession areas. We need to put in on both sides, I guess we're going to have fries. Fries. Drinks. Info. And a bathroom. There's one side, and then we'll flip back around to the other. Where we will put the food again about as far away. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, guys, and with that, I think we're going to have to take at least a minor break because we are out of new things we can actually put in. At this juncture, we've used up all our capital. I guess we could go ahead and increase our loan. How much do we have as far as loan rate goes? We got 10,000. Okay, well, let's borrow some of that. And we'll put in our steel mini roller coaster. Still too cheap. 20 bucks it is. Okay. So we're going to put this right across from the entrance. So let's go ahead and start that testing, actually. 2 trains, okay. I'll block this off. And slap it down right there, I guess. Let's see what we get. High, high, medium. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be Bumble. Okay, guys, so we're done with our go-karts here. And we've got our entrance line in. If we've learned anything from our previous incarnations of this, we need to be cautious about where we put our stuff here. Okay, that's already covered. Oopsie, I have not covered these guys. Three, 4, okay, so you need one more. And this guy needs to cover there, okay. And then I need to go ahead and get these guys started. So, pretty basic course overall. Just winds in and out of the coasters and along the path a little bit. Looks like blue is going to cinch it here unless green and yellow catch up. Yep, blue got it. Oh, wait. Okay, so then we can get an idea on that. We'll leave that open on the results menu. And holy crap, we're making money faster than I can spend it. How about that? Let's drop that down to 10, or drop down that 5,000 we loan. And let's also go ahead and add in our new handyman on this side. Four there, and you do not need to mow. Okay, handyman on this side. Okay, so that takes care of our handyman on both sides with the addition of this gentleman. I do believe that handyman 1 does not cover that. Handyman 3. Okay, so he needs to start his patrol right here. Okay. Oh, 1 addition. Oh, that's high, so we can actually charge $3 per ride for that. And just when we're fixing to take another break, we get the single rail roller coaster. We may go ahead and let a break go by so that we can build up some capital, but I don't think it'll actually be necessary, truth be told. Because we've got some space right here we could go ahead and use and slip our station in right here. Yeah. Or we could put it right over here, and I think over here is going to be our one. So let's see, we've got single rail roller coaster. We remember this from our last episode, actually. Returning from there. Let's go ahead and move it over a little bit. And off we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Okay, let's test that. Hold up. Just like with last, which I can read that, that's nice. Motorbikes. Alright. Let's go ahead and work on our exit, our entrance here. Ding, 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 ding. No. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. We're going to start this off with $2. And tune back in for the wrong button. Up, down, up, down. Okay, so that was a good first one. Down to 29 miles an hour, swing. Drop it way down below. Up. And up again. Just enough to get up. This one will never crash. I like that. Alright. Two lateral G's. That might be a problem. Nope, it's not. Okay, so we got high, medium, so that's another $3 ride. Okay, so we have another ride in. We have Sam Crow in. Because I've always loved Sons of Anarchy, and this is a biking ride. So, we're doing pretty good. We're going to have to take a break until we have something else to actually put in. But as it stands, we are about 100 guests away from our goal. As far as our guest number, and we have already broken our requirement for park rating by over 200, almost 300. So I'd say we're doing pretty dang good. So we're going to take a brief break, and we will bring you guys back in when there's actually something new to put in the park, because as it stands, we've already put in every roller coaster, we've put in our monorail, we put in every gentle ride except for the slide, which I will probably slap down somewhere, probably right here. And then that's pretty much it. We put in everything else. So we're going to take a brief break, and we'll bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, guys, and we're back. A few little minor little detail occurred. I went to save before. I always save before I do any kind of break, and then it crashed the game, so I had to start over. So more or less things are the same. Ratings are slightly different for the Bumble Crawl roller coaster, and Sam Crow's slightly different. Go-karts are more or less the same as our the monorail. We did get bumper cars as a gentle ride. We also got the swinging ship, which is over here. And other than that, color differences. In the other version we had, or the other attempt, we had a cotton candy stall as our second food stall. And this one we have a burger bar, which is right there. So, we're ready for our next jump. Ooh, we have Vandalism. Okay, so, you know what that means, folks? That means it is time for guards. But as you can see, we are doing very well financially. And that is a trend we are going to do our best to continue. But as it stands, apparently people are just so happy they have to smash stuff. It's like watching peaceful protest anymore. Anyway, so let's get this done. And then, oops. Okay. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there's those guys. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. So let's see what all we have available here. If we look at our messages, we have a water splash game available for that. Or swinging ship. We are now in the final year, by the way. And while I'm on the thought, let's go ahead and pay off $10,000 off our loan. That gives us a little bit of breathing room. We can actually change this to spinning cars and see what that does. It'll make people more nauseous. That I can guarantee. And we also have the water splash for the wooden roller coaster. So we could breathe some new life into this roller coaster by adding in a water splash somewhere. New track always helps, but we have to figure out where we want to put it. So let's actually watch this and see where exactly we could put a water splash in. This is a whole lot of up and down from the looks of it. So let's see, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, all around. That's the way we face the town. More up, down. Except for, I thought I saw brakes around here somewhere, and I didn't. What we're actually going to do is let's close that down. We're going to make a couple of changes. First of all, let's be smart and put in a brake, 4-mile-an-hour brake. Let's see, where else could we put something different? Let's modify this right here. And we'll put not a water splash, but an on-ride photo section. And that gives us about a potential for $2 more per run. We also could do, we leave that more or less the same. We could do, okay, so, and let's change this to a photo section. And let's test this bad boy. Now I noticed that this one actually has 3 smaller trains, so I'm not sure how that'll play, but we'll see. A little boost to get it around this. And then up another chain. But after this, I think we're going to have to take another break. Let's double check and make sure we don't have anything new. Nope, and nope. Okay, so after this modification, we'll have to take another break to let some research be done. We have nothing on the schedule. Ride improvements for the 24th of April. That's delightful. So if that's something major, we will bring you back in for that. But until then, let's just see what this ride does. Let's see. No, not quite. I thought we would be able to get all 3 on the same chairlift or chain lift, but I guess not. It's alright. Down. Sploosh. Gets that brake. Now we'll forget the fact that that just slammed everybody's face into the front. We'll look past that. Alright, let's see what that did to the stuff here. Alright guys, and we are finally back again. Minor snafu once again. Game crashed once again. You're going to start noticing a trend here. As far as our objectives go, we are actually, if I could pull up the right button, there we go. And let me check my feed here, make sure I haven't gotten any alerts for the... Nope, okay. Don't see any alerts for that. Alright. We did that addition, so let's go ahead. I'm not going to try to save again right now. So, as far as objectives goes, we have our goal was 750, rating of 600. We've got almost 1,000 with a rating of 920, and it is June of year 2. So, I would say with a fairly high degree of confidence, we can probably just coast into a stop here, and then I will worry about trying to save again. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. But Ferris wheel is too high a price. Okay, so as soon as I get all this stuff adjusted, Ferris wheel can now be free. Too crowded here. Ferris wheel. Okay. So we just got, if you did not see it, here, I'm bring it up again. Just a second. Adjust that down. Actually, excuse me. Let me go ahead and actually adjust all of these down to freeze. Oops, that actually needs to. Excuse me again. Reduce all of these to free. That's already free. Okay. So like I said, we have a new roller coaster type. The wooden Crazy Rodent Roller Coaster. Track is laminated wood topped with a flat steel running rail constructed on a wooden support structure. Cars are held onto the track by mushroom-shaped pegs running between steel guide rails in the center of the track, allowing the cars to tilt over on corners. A good Crazy Rodent roller coaster is all about tight turns and sudden drops. The more intense, the better. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. This is honestly, I would say that this is probably one of the most, if not the most, difficult roller coasters to build in the game, simply because, I mean, it is complicated to try to get it to work and not be overly extreme. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And like I said, this is a very tight coaster. Their exit. And let's test this thing. Let's actually not do the mouse cars, let's do mine trucks. And we will actually do 1 car per train. We could do 2, but we'll do 1 this time. Let's see what we get here. Down, swoon, down, swoon, down, swoon, down. Okay, so let's see what difference that would make if I did make it a 2 car per train. Give it a little bit more momentum. A balloon stall is now available. Nice. Barely makes it. Around and around and around and down. Around and around and around. I almost feel bad, but then I don't. And then it catches the rail and comes back up into the station. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be counted as extreme. That would be my guess with all those lateral G's. Oh yes, this is going to be extreme. Ultra extreme. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we want to reduce that. It couldn't make it with 1 train, or 1 car. So what we'll do is let's reduce that, and we'll make this a chain lift. And that doesn't need to be a chain lift. Okay, let's try that again with single car. Because there are very few people that will be able to ride a very extreme, ultra extreme roller coaster. Catch it, and then down, whoosh, down, whoosh, okay. I have a feeling, actually, we're going to run out of oomph on this one. With just the one, we'll run out. No, that's surprising. Okay, let's see what we get. Still almost 3 Gs. Okay, now it's extreme. So Let's reset this. We're going to have to do some major redesigning. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is okay. Let's try this again. If we don't know when it stopped recording because it didn't ding, but we got an extreme rating. I think that made it in. First time was ultra extreme. Last time was simply extreme. Still about 3 Gs. So we want to see if we can't knock that down a peg. See, that's kind of what I was worried about. Right there. What did that do as far as lateral Gs? Okay, that right there, we're getting up to about 3 Gs. That is a killer. So, what we want to do see what that did as far as results go, but I think I know what it's going to say. Still extreme. Okay, so let's try this symmetrical. Let's switch this around. Let's go down, 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 and now we're leveled out again. Okay. Let's try that. Get rid of the same broker. And just for, giggles. Oh wait. I bet you that was wooden roller coaster, not the crazy rodent. Sure was. Okay, so let's actually reset that. And we'll face these going backwards and test this one at the same time. Okay, let's slow that down nicely. Good turn. Turned over. Barely made it, but made it. Swing around. Down. Back up. And doesn't make it. Like I said, this is one of the most complicated and finicky coasters in this game. And it can be incredibly frustrating trying to get a usable rating on a crazy rodent coaster. Okay, barely made it, but made it nonetheless. And then we have a curve around, drop, curve, up, down, gentle curve. Okay, so, and still kissing close to 3 Gs. We may run out of oomph down here. No, made it on the track. Okay. So let's see what we get. That's better, 2.78 instead of 3. High, very high. I can live with that. So, let's do a $3 coaster. This will be Bumble Run. How are these? This is high, very high, medium. Okay. And we'll open both of these. Guests can't get to the entrance of... No, they cannot, because my interestingly intelligent butt did not connect it. Minor detail. And we can go ahead and pay off our loan finally. Okay, what else do we have in development? Water slides coming in, so we can go ahead and put in a water slide. That'll keep our park rating higher. And that is probably going to be the ride we stick with right here. Entrance will come in through here. It'll work fine. And that will likely be the last thing we make for this park. Believe it or not, these recordings, whenever I have to record Rollercoaster Tycoon, this is a short scenario, but thanks to all the technical issues, I have been recording this for about 3 hours. Because, unfortunately, it's just a long game. No mechanics in the park yet, huh? That's an interesting accusation on your part. Okay, so that's mechanic 1, apparently. Mechanic 2. Okay, they both answered the radio call. Cool. Okay. Ooh, we need to tell them, yes, I already did, I did. Okay. Okie dokie. So there you go on that. Until we get water slide, I don't think there's anything else we can do. This is coming out the 18th of September, so tomorrow. Sam Crow is broken down. Please tell me nobody's stuck below ground. Oh, catch. Okay, that caught. Ooh, that makes me nervous. It does make me nervous. Okay, so our water slide is now ready to go in. Cool beans. So we're going to start. I'll learn how to talk one of these days. We're going to start this guy right here. I think that works. Yep, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty. So first thing, let's do a brief chain and then we'll drop. Let's get that out of the way. I suppose we can always continue on after the end of the scenario. Bumble Run still hasn't been fixed. That's because nobody's covering it, Derek. I have mechanic 3 selected, so mechanic 4 needs to do that also. Okay, so let's get back over here. Going down the main drop. Swing, swing, swing. Chain lift. 16th of October. We're about halfway through the month. Oh, excuse me. We're almost up to 950 guests. That's where we're up to 950 guests. We're not almost there. We are there. Chain lift. Grabbed it. Drop it again. Up again. Chain lift. Grabs it. Okay. Now we're doing this number. Caught it. Nice one. And then this should drop our speed just enough. And it'll still kill somebody if it slams into the station, but we won't be playing this long enough to make a difference. So this is going to be Bumble Rumble. Bumble Rumble. Let's see what our ratings are. High, medium, so that's going to be another $3 ride. Alright, reset everything and open it up. Now there's only one thing I have left to do that I just didn't do on the Crazy Wild Mouse, and that was connect up the entrance. Boom. But we're just in time for nobody to get on it because it's raining. It is now the 22nd of October. How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. Alright. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited. It's kind of like every time I record these, like I said, I don't know if it made it into the recording, but every time I record a Rollercoaster Tycoon episode, it takes me something on the order of, depending on the scenario, it can take me up to 6 hours to do one episode. So it's very time intensive to do a recording for this game. So that's just the way, sometimes you just deal with it the way it is, you know what I mean? Okay, they don't have large anyway. So right at the end here, we're going to pay off our loan one more time. I think if we can get just a little bit more money, we can we can pay off our loan once again. And there we go, paid off our loan. And it is now the 27th of October. Not too shabby as far as scenarios go. We have a cat car for the car ride, like somebody gives a crap about that. Oh, let's put our pillars back. And now it stopped raining just in time for the end of our scenario. We never did put in balloon stalls because we were a little occupied. Just a little bit occupied. It's actually an interesting thought. If water slide would count as a covered ride if it was covered entirely. Who knows? Something to try out maybe in the future. One more day in the scenario. So, since we're so close to the end, thank you everybody for tuning in for today's episode. I'm grateful that you showed up, or that you've tuned in, excuse me. And if you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Just smash that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell so that you get notified when I post a new video. That happens twice a week. Alright, there we go. Happens twice a week, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays is the current schedule. And we'll get a little bit more into why that is in another video. But yes, like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and feel free to check out, and I'd appreciate you checking out more any of my other series that I currently have going. Apart from that, thank you everybody once again for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya!